Hi, this is Patrick. The number one question we get from a potential seller is, how are you going to get us the highest price? Great question. You know, the stats are in for us. In 2016, the Kai, Carly, and Patrick team sold 27 listings. And of the 27 listings, our average was 102.94%. That means we're selling from our list price 2.94% above the list price on average. If we look at the whole entire county of San Diego and we look at the average real estate agent, they sold it for 97% of list price. So with us, it's 5.94% above the average. That's pretty much putting 6% more money in your pocket than the average in San Diego. So how do we do that? And what goes into getting those types of results? So let's review fast. Number one is making sure that the market cycle strategy is appropriate. 2008, 9, 10 market was going down. That's a complete different strategy than today, 16, 17, rocketing up. Okay, number two is the absorption rate statistical analysis. What is an absorption rate statistical analysis? It's really looking at the inventory, supply and demand, how many buyers are waiting for your property to come on the market. Critical to know that. Determining the buyer demographics. You know, we sold a property in Encinitas. I told the homeowners, and I said, look, it's probably going to be a young family, a newly married couple. And so we positioned the home for that demographic. We had 3 offers, 1 married couple, 2 families, wrote offers on the home. Understanding that was really a critical factor. Let's take a look. Determining the story. What do I mean by that? Well, the number one question every either buyer's agent or buyer is going to ask me, your listing agent, is, why are the sellers selling? If we don't have the right story, that causes some doubt. Maybe they think there's a little distress. They may write a little bit of a lower offer. Something to think about. Next thing is property preparation and consultation. What do we mean by this? We know that buying is emotional. So when you walk into the home, if the home has every possible chance to stir the buyer's emotion, we're going to get an infinitely better response. The consultation that we do on the home makes all the difference in the world. Of course, a dynamic visual presentation of the property. We know almost all of the buyers are looking online right now. So what are they doing? They're looking at pictures, videos, and the presentation of the home online is everything. Let's take a look at pre-marketing. What do I mean by that? Well, in a super trending hot market, pre-marketing is what builds huge buyer demands such that we can get multiple offers in the first week of your home being on the market. Critical. The premier open house, not just an open house every weekend. We're going to do all the pre-marketing to drive all the traffic into the premier open house, creating 20, 40, 60 groups of buyers looking at the house. And when they start looking and seeing everybody else there, what do you think they do? Do they, say, oh, maybe we'll wait and we'll talk about it later? Or do they go to their agent or they come to us and they say, we need to write an offer and it looks like we probably need to come in strong? See, pre-marketing and premier open house. Now, once you receive the multiple offers, really it's about negotiation skills. So when we get multiple offers, it's how you deal with those negotiations to start driving the price up and moving it up from a solid offer to an awesome offer. Then, critical is really identifying any potential risky offers. Trust me, one offer versus another is very important to understand the details, because if you get stuck with one offer and you accept that and then they cancel 15, 20 days down the road, your property's off the market for another 20 days. We got to relaunch it. We're in big trouble, okay? And the next thing is supporting the appraisers when we broke the price per square foot record in numerous communities. So we're now pushing the price per square foot up, 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 up. So working with the appraisers and dealing with the appraisal issues is essential if we're going to get you something that's above and beyond what's happening in the community. Last two things is the request for repairs negotiation. You know, 5, 10, sometimes $15,000 can be lost at the very end because of a lack of negotiation. And then transaction expertise. If any of the details get lost along the way at the very end, causing a transaction to fall apart, puts the home back on the market another 20, 30, 45 days when buyers start to sense that the property's been on the market for a long period of time. Do their offers come in strong or do they start to come in lower? And when a seller has a little bit of that distress because we've kind of gone through this process now for a while, are they strong in their negotiation or starting to get a little weak? So you can see there is a lot that goes into play. So let us know how we can support you and get this process started to make sure you're achieving the highest possible price when you sell your home. We look forward to helping you.